Hey, we are back. Hey. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Let's Talk Business.
Shout out to Rabbi L for this wonderful music, and hit him up on SoundCloud. He has a new song out called Unity.
That's
you guys,
right.
It's my jam right now.
It is the jam. It is the jam. You guys, it is Artist Week again.
Yes, it is. Back to back.
Back to life. We're finna do it. Okay. We have amazing things happening for you this week because it's our favorite week.
It is.
We actually have a guest that was here before, but she was with a band. So she's here solo, representing her solo work. Super excited about that. But before we get into it,
let's talk about our social media, you guys. So make sure you follow us on YouTube. If you're on there right now, go ahead and give us a shout out. Talk to us live.
Yeah.
And we'll love to communicate with you. You can go to Instagram and go to Ahava Kai. Go to Noni Kai. And that's AHIYAH. And if you're on Twitter, you're going to go to Ahava EDU, and you can email us at ahayaconsulting@gmail.com and let us know all the good stuff.
We want to hear from you guys. We like to talk to you.
And since it's Artist Week, we're going to talk about some artist stuff.
Yeah.
I'm super excited because, one, I can't wait to hear the live hand drumming here in a little bit. Some vocals we got going on. Some little hymns.
Listen, y'all might get some healing over here today.
Yeah, it's going to be so good.
Y'all might get some sound healing for the body. So be prepared. Get your tea, your whatever else you need to relax. Let's go.
That's too funny. But let's talk about artists, you guys. So there's two parts when it comes to artists. There's the producing part, and then there's the performing.
Yeah.
Okay. For the people that just like to produce and write their music, and when it comes to streaming, how much money that you actually make, it's pretty crazy. Is it really worth your time? That's what we need to know.
Is it worth your time and efforts? And I guess it would depend on the percentage that you have right out the gate.
That's so true too.
If you have 100% of the rights to it, it's one thing, but you got 25 or lower, it gets questionable.
I want you guys to watch this video real quick.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about it a little afterwards.
Yeah.
I wrote a record for Usher. The song came out. At the time, the song streamed 70 million.
That's a lot.
That's not $70 million. And here's the mathematics. 70 million streams. I own 25% of the songs. And it's $3,000 per million stream. It's 3,000 times 70. So $210,000, right? It's math. The numbers got to make sense. I'm waiting on the song for 2 years. Based on the royalty rate that Spotify pays the publishers, there's two types of money in records. There's publishing money, that's writing, and then there's performance money. That wasn't my voice. So I'm just on the publishing side. So that $210,000 that song made had to be bust down. My take on that 210 was $1,500. And if I'd have put that song out myself and only had 3 million streams, I'd have made 10,000. I said, I'm done. I washed my hands. I was like, this is dumb. You know how hard it is to get these songs on these people who put it out on their own time? The artists who have their own vision for it? For your livelihood to be dependent on somebody else that you don't control or influence, impact, or have a relationship with, and it's not even your worth, you're not even getting paid your weight in salt.
Wow.
Come again?
So is it really worth it?
Is it worth it? If
he made a hit song for Usher.
Yep.
25% and only got $1,500 in 2 years.
2 whole years he waited for that to come out. And if he did it on his own, he would have gotten $10,000.
Which is still so crazy.
So crazy because how many streams did he have? 7 million?
It was so many streams. We're just in today's world, in the streaming world, artists, they just don't get paid enough.
They don't get paid at all. If you're not touring and booking dates and selling clothing, sneakers, shoes, cologne, toothbrushes, and all types of stuff, you're just not going to get money. You're not going to get money.
You're not. You're really not.
You have to brand yourself.
You have to brand yourself. And talk about branding.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about where they can even get some branding.
Amen to that. You guys can go to our sister companies, to Ahava Kai. That's me and the lovely Ahava, where I offer branding services at Kai Management. And she will offer you some financial services at Ahava Financial Education. You can also go to 13 Crystalline and get your herbal needs for cleanses and detoxes. We got you covered. And then there's the lovely new sponsor, Ahaya Living. Still, y'all still don't know. Y'all still don't know, but you will.
You will.
You're gonna find out soon.
I've been working on a course for you guys. It's coming out very beautifully. I cannot wait to share it with you. But in the meantime, let's get back and talk about some of your guys' financial needs and branding needs. So you can go to Shop Black Enterprise. If you are a small business, go to Shop Black Enterprise and become a merchant. It's the largest platform for small Black businesses, minority businesses, and just people of color, you know. And so you want to go there, shop with each other, and, you know, just connect. But besides that, you can go to business planning tab on the website, and you can go get your financial needs from me at Ahava Financial Education. And if you need business credit, personal loans, business loans, anything financial, you can go ahead and, you know, holla at me.
Holla at the sister. And if you need a website, if you need a logo, if you need some marketing strategies, some sales strategies, some people just need a funnel to have people get found, and they just know where your money's going. Come see me at Kai Management. It's very easy. You can go to Shop Black Enterprise, click on the business planning. Now, speaking of becoming a merchant, if you become a merchant on the platform, which you absolutely should, it's $9.99 a month, which is absolutely ridiculous.
You get your first month free.
Yeah, and that. And so with that, you can shoot us an email and let us know, or you can hit us up and let us know if you would like to be on our show, or if you know anybody else that would like to be on our show. Just click on the email, and we're there.
We are there, and become a shopper. So if you don't have a business, you can be a shopper, and you can shop with us. And that's it of all those things, you guys. Let's go ahead and get this show started.
Let's do it.
So you've been working with I-Shea for quite a while, I would say.
Yes,
you can go ahead and introduce her, because you know her way more than us, and I am just so excited to just get to know her a little bit more.
Indeed. So I-Shea, y'all, she is one of my sisters from another mister. We have been, you know, close friends for over a decade, couple decades. Yeah. And we've been working together for over a decade. So she's been doing music forever.
She's so good. She so is beautiful, for one.
So inspiring.
Yeah, very.
She's a performer, y'all. She's a performer. If you ever go to a show and see her live, she's going to give you a show. She's going to be dancing, moving, hyping the crowd up, giving you beautiful vocals, giving you all the percussion. She's a percussionist, y'all.
Oh my
goodness. She does all the things. And I actually want to talk to her about that. I really want to know how she decided to do percussive instrumentation. Like, how do you even get into that?
Yeah, I need to know.
So she's straight from the Bronx by way of Massachusetts. And we're going to find out all the deets about this wonderful, beautiful sister, Miss I-Shea. Welcome to our show yet again. We appreciate you. Looking beautiful.
Yes,
welcome. And for all of our listening viewers, Miss I-Shea is going to bliss us right now with the pan drum.
The pan drum.
She's about to use her magical hands and get down on it. So let's listen to see what she got. Yes, I-Shea.
That was beautiful.
That was so beautiful.
Oh my goodness!
Come here and talk to us. I got chills on my head.
How do you even start doing the pan drum?
Oh, this hand pan. I fell in love with this. Actually, let me bring it closer. It's awesome.
Look at that! Wow,
it's like a UFO.
Is it? What is it made out of? That metal? Is it? What kind of metal?
Metal, yeah.
Metal. So beautiful.
Now, it's interesting, this hand pan, because I'm gonna put it back. Because really, they say it's from Europe, but like, really?
No, it's not.
Right.
No, it's not.
That part.
Who lied? Why are you trying to lie on you?
Hold on, let me take a sip. Salud, salud. To the water.
Salud. We know that ain't instrument coming. But let me Google it, child.
Right. Like,
let me get my resources together.
This is the Pan family, right? This is like Trinidad, right?
Yes, that's Caribbean for sure.
It's Caribbean.
Yeah.
So I just fell in love with the sound. It's ethereal. It's cosmic. I bring it to my classrooms, and like I'll come. I'm the like not the guest teacher, but like the once a week per school, different schools teacher that comes in to do music, and I'll come in and it'll be like mad chaos and stuff, like, and all of a sudden I just bust out this thing.
That's
you
right.
know, and it's just this.
Right.
Yeah.
Tranquilo.
The teacher, the students, and then I'm like, hey, who wants to try the hand pan? I like bring it sometimes, and so it's a healing instrument. It's a pentatonic scale. Anybody can play it. Yep. Anybody can sound good playing it. Mm-hmm. And it's that airy kind of cosmic, ethereal vibe that I like to bring into healing spaces a lot, because
I need to get one of those.
Oh,
how much?
I think it's a good investment, and even just to sit with yourself and just play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How much does it cost? Like, what's the average cost for that?
That's not cheap.
Yeah, it doesn't look cheap. That's why I'm asking.
It doesn't look cheap at all.
Because I'm just like, we'll get 3. Because one for every child, it'll be fine. We can all bang on it all they want to. And it's like, it's $1,000 a piece. Oh, great.
Right. This one, it was actually fairly priced, under $1,000, but they go up to like $3,000. So this one was like $750.
Okay.
So for the people who don't know you as well as I do, how did you even become I-Shea? Because that I know that is your stage name. That is not your birth name.
Right.
So how did I-Shea come to be, and where are you from? Like, give us your background just real quick.
Yeah.
Who are you, girl?
So I-Shea came to be, this was back in the early 2000s. So I'd say like 2006 was when I-Shea was born. 2006? Yeah, 2006. and my earth name is Irene Shakely.
That's right.
Irene means peace.
Okay. I did not know that.
In Greece.
I'm not Greek,
but it means peace in Greek. And then there's the term I-Shea, blessings, and to me also represents peace. And so I put I for Irene. I know, silly, but I, and then the Shakely, Shea, and I.
Girl, you better come on and get it.
Yep, and that's how it all started. And this started because actually at the time I was doing my solo thing.
Yes.
At the time, and I was more in the hip hop realm. So I was.
Take me back to hip hop. Yes, that's right. Let them know.
From the Bronx. It's there. I grew up, as talk about rhythm. Rhythm was just always there. So I've always been beatboxing. I'm from the 80s, so beatboxing was a thing, the ciphers and all that. Yeah. And then, move it up to the future now. Now we're, I'm in Massachusetts, and I started running this co-running with a few other awesome folks at Hampshire College called Hip Hop Collective. And, and I was performing out with my baby daddy, who is also known as a triple threat. He's producer, MC, and a DJ. So he was my producer and the DJ. So me and him, we went on the road. We were on the road, and we took I-Shea to different areas. So that was exciting.
Sounds fun.
And and then why am I bringing up Hip Hop Collective? Yeah, because it was during that time.
Yeah.
So I-Shea, was like the only female in the area for Western Mass, like really representing hip hop in that way. Not to say that there aren't females and women out here, but they just weren't like in the limelight yet.
Yeah.
So I was like a part of like the Western Mass. What was it? Western Mass hip hop compilation, and I was the only female. Oh, but then again, the only female that like, I-Shea, you're the opener. I'm like, damn, man, for real. But then I became like the best opener ever, because it's like opening takes a skill, right? You set the tone for the rest of the evening. Even though there might not be a lot of people there, I'm like, damn, I didn't get the crowd, damn, like that's that shit, that's that ish, right? Same, being a percussionist by, Latino male saying specific, macho.
How did you get into percussion?
So percussion, well, to start, my uncle made me my first tambora. And it's the merengue tamboras. I'm Dominican, so merengue is like our anthem.
Okay.
Merengue bachata. So he made my first tambora, and I was 2 years old. I fell in love. He was the one to bring me to like the Natural Museum, the Museum of Natural History, where there was like African drumming and dancing, and my eyes were like, whoa, what? I'm the lightest one in my family, and I'm the blackest one. I was so into the Afro roots. I was like, oh, bet this is I'm in.
Let's go.
I'm so in. And it just kind of took off from there, that calling. And then I joined the West, I started learning the dance and the drumming when I was like 13. And then, of course, in school, I did jazz band. I did marching band. I did orchestra band.
Where'd you go to school for?
I didn't do sports. I just did band and dance.
Yeah, that's right. You do sports for it.
Dance was my sport.
That's right. Wait, where did you go to school?
So I moved from the Bronx to Washington Heights to Massachusetts when I was in my early adolescence. So I actually went to high school in Massachusetts, and that was culture shock because I was the only, even I'm biracial, but I was the only minority in the school, and which led me to being like, I don't really fit here. And so I would go to Amherst and like hook up with folks in Amherst and Springfield, be like, this is where all the folks are at, UMass. And
for all those who don't know, Massachusetts, or Amherst, Massachusetts, is a college town. So
it's a college town.
It was
and it's very multicultural.
Yep.
And yeah, because you're getting like international folks coming in there, multiracial, multicultural. So that was like I'd go to school at this school, didn't really fit in, felt like the oddball. And then I'd be like, yes, I get to link up with my peoples as like an Amherst,
That's right.
So right, no.
Yeah.
So,
hey, shout out to Amherst crew.
Yeah, right. Shout out to Amherst.
That's right.
And yeah, that's. I started making my first paid gig. I was 13.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. It was like $20. I was like, yes.
Hey.
And listen, even as an adult, I've made $20.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, that's a lot. Sometimes they'd be like, listen, you can have the bar, all drinks are free, and we'll give you the tips.
That's right.
You end up with $20 and just stumbling out. Like, thank you.
Yeah. But the music is my form of healing, my form of release.
Yeah.
I always felt like the oddball, even in my family. I'll say, in all these places, but that was my home.
Yeah.
That's where I felt like I could be my full self and I could shine.
Yeah.
So
And you do,
I
girl.
and I
You be
love,
shining.
I love working with amazing musicians. I
Yeah.
love collaborating. I love
That's
being all up in the mix. So
Mm-hmm.
like going solo is a kind of a scary thing. I'm like, are people
Yes.
gonna receive it?
Yeah.
It's I've been there before,
Mm-hmm.
but now I'm in my age now in my 40s. It's a different.
Yeah. So speaking of collaborations, you were here with the Lost
The
Tribe,
Lost Tribe.
and
Yes.
y'all was doing some things. You guys were actually our first musical guests. So good. This was last
So
year,
good.
Oh yeah.
and yeah, we kicked off the new year for us. So we appreciate you for doing that. And for those who missed it, pan replay
Oh yeah.
on youtube.com and tap into Ahayakai and get the replay for the Lost Tribe. So dope.
Yes.
So they're just one of your collaborations that you are with. Tell
Yep.
us about your role in the music the groups that you're in currently.
I'm in this other group called the Gaslight Tinkers.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very much subscribed as genre bending as well. Genre bending. So it's like fiddle. The fiddle is the center.
Oh
Fiddle
wow,
music. So it's kind of like bringing the Celtic vibe, the jigs.
wow.
And then here's I-Shea like, hi guys. I'm gonna
And
bring the Latin flavor, a little Afro Caribbean flavor.
okay,
um, so it's a mix. It's a mix of
where
and
can
so
where can people hear that? That's pretty interesting.
yeah.
You play out a lot.
The gaslighttinkers.com. There's a Bandcamp, I think just bandcamp.com/, the Gaslight Tinkers. Also,
Okay.
the Lost Tribe, also bandcamp.com/, Lost Tribe. Um, I'm also in this group, band called Rebirth. That's like my home base band I've been with since 2010.
Oh,
So
Wow.
okay.
few years. Yep. Gaslight Tinkers and Lost Tribe. I joined those two the same year in 2019.
Wow.
And Rebirth. There's our music is out on all platforms.
Oh, good.
However, live
Mm-hmm.
in and learn. Talk about business, right?
That's right.
Somehow our album
Yeah.
got taken from another Rebirth and they put it under their discography, and I don't know how to take it off, but it's supposedly their album, and I don't know how in the world that happened. Now one thing is for sure, Rebirth is a very common
Yeah.
name. There's like Rebirth Brass Band, but at least they got the brass band part in there,
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And people be like, oh, you're part of the Rebirth Brass Band. No, I'm part of this like small, we're like,
Mm.
but the album is called the band is Rebirth and the album is called This World of Ours, and 3 of the tracks in there are mine.
And
El
are you
Sol
singing as
Calor.
well?
What's that?
Are you singing as well on these tracks or just
Yeah, they're
percussion?
mine. So like how we're like a collective, so we each copy wrote our own tracks, even
Oh,
though
that's
we
dope.
were supported by the other bandmates. So
Okay.
so 3 of those songs are mine, and they're supported by Rebirth, basically. So that's
Okay.
how Rebirth works. It's more of a collective. Every band has got its own dynamic. Um,
Hmm.
so yeah, Rebirth. This World of Ours is the name of the album, and you can find my 3 tracks. Oye mi gente.
Oh, yeah, mi gente. I know it well.
Yep. Mi ritmo beat, and El Sol Calor are the 3.
El sol
Yes.
So
calor.
tell me this. So how was it like being part of 3 different bands? Is it a
Oh,
lot of
Ahava.
work?
I've been in there was a moment where I think I was like in 9 bands. And
At
I was
one
And
like,
time?
what am I doing?
how? Like, how do you have time to be
Wow.
in all these bands? Like, how does that
Well,
work?
well, it all works because first of all, not all of them are super busy.
Hmm. Hmm.
I'm self-employed, right?
Right.
So that it's like the coordinating and you just hope and pray And all the bookings get aligned so that I'm not double. And listen, I have double booked myself so many
Wow.
times.
I can imagine.
I've learned to be better with my scheduling skills.
Yeah.
Sounds like you need a manager.
That part.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Noni, you have been helping me so much with in all the like the branding stuff, the webs.
Your website, by the way, is fabulous. Noni had done such a wonderful job with your website.
But
It's,
always
it's not
Noni
even
does a
done, y'all. So
wonderful
don't
job.
tap on it yet. It's not done just yet, y'all.
Like the sprinkles, just the touch.
Yes. So good.
The dust, the angel dust, the what? Oh wait, I didn't say that. The pixie
No, you
dust.
did say it's fine. It's fine. We actually, I redid your logo, which I thought was pretty amazing.
I love it.
I think we have a slide with it on there, but I wanted to keep, there it is. I know that, look at you, so pretty. I wanted to keep your original idea with the eyes. I just thought that was so unique, and just give it a little bit of an upgrade.
I love it.
And you guys are going to be able to see all of that on the site. But this is actually a beautiful picture of you for those who are listening. Her website will feature her video that she just did, and all of her musical endeavors. And actually, is going to talk about, you talked just a little bit about your education. I-Shea is an educator as well, you guys. She's an activist in the community, outside of being a sound healer and an artist / musician. The girl be doing things.
So many things.
I do want to talk about your education portion of your life and how you briefly tapping in with the children that you work with. Now, what is that like? You're a teacher? Is that what it is? You're going to different schools teaching percussion?
Yeah. So I'm faculty of the community music school in Springfield.
Okay.
And they are basically like my agents. They place me in these different schools throughout Springfield Public and Holyoke. I even teach in East Hampton. So this is all Western Mass, town, cities, that kind of thing. And yeah, I do percussion and music production with them. And so we just get down. Down. I also work in the boys jail, the jails, the DYS, Department of Youth Services. Okay. But that's not through community music school. That's actually through another youth development organization called the Performance Project that I'm an associate artist for. And so I work in the boys unit twice a week, and they're doing great. They, it's a lot of mental health stuff, a lot of, it's a lot. It's a lot. And our children need love, healing. There's just a lot of chaos, and it's not their fault, It's not their fault. And so I just come in to just show love, be real, be right there. And they appreciate that because they're used to, authority coming and that whole power and control and the justice system and all the isms and schisms of racism and classism and all the isms and schisms that they're dealing with. And it's just a lot. So I hope that every time I come in, I give them a piece of peace for that 1 hour, twice a week.
I'm sure you do.
I am sure you do. That is wonderful.
Yeah. Are your is it children through like younger children that you go to, or are they?
Oh, right. So all the ages. So elementary, middle school, high school.
Wow.
I do college sometimes.
Okay.
Universities and stuff. Now I do co-run an organization called Survivor Theater Project.
What's that about?
It's providing a platform, art expressive platform, radical healing platform for survivors of sexual abuse and violence. I'm a survivor myself, so it's survivor led, and bringing our survivor communities together in the state of Massachusetts. So, but it's expanded a little bit now that we've been on Zoom. It's giving accessibility to other folks that are craving these spaces, other survivors, and we're getting folks that are chiming in from like California, Midwest. You know, I just had an event actually that Noni has worked on with me. We've done it together, La Femme Expression. I brought it to Survivor Theater Project last Saturday, and I had a feature guest, Rockefeller, who's another survivor, B-girl, MC, vocalist, poet, icon. She's amazing. I've known her too for a long time, and it was just such an honor to have her there, and also to have so many folks come in to do this open mic. This was our first open mic on Zoom for survivors, and it was the La Femme Expression that's been running since 2007 in different ways, but brought it now to the survivor community, and people were really digging it.
How can people hop on?
So how did they find out? You mean like?
How can somebody, if they want to join, you know, how can they be a part of that movement?
Yes, follow us. We're on Instagram, Survivor Theater with a TRE. Theater.
Yes, in the theater.
Survivor Theater Project. Survivor Theater Project at Instagram or .com. We're also on Facebook, Survivor Theater.
Yep, or possibly we can go to I-Shea _music on the Instagram and find links there.
Thank you.
Yeah, shoot her a DM there, or Facebook under I-Shakely, which is for the listening audience is ISH. No, it's not.
AIKLY. That's okay.
AIKLY.
You make me want to shake, shakily.
Shakily. Not shaky, shakily. And then her upcoming website, which will be isheamusic.com. And while we're on the topic, I mean, we might as well give a shout out to your Cash App, where people can actually help support all of the amazing things that you're doing. And her Cash App is money symbol ISHEA and the number 1. So I-Shea 1. And donations are always appreciated, you guys. It just goes to a good cause. You know, artists out here be hungry.
They do. You guys seen the video?
They be hungry. You seen the video? And these people got money. And they still ain't getting no money.
Too funny. Before we get into our pro tips, though, I-Shea, if you don't mind, I know you have a song that you would like to sing for us.
Yes, we would love to hear you.
Yes, let's go ahead and get into it.
Let's go into it. Okay.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited.
You're so excited.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do a thing. Here we go.
We might have to have a little comeback show.
Okay, let's try. Having background music.
Okay.
Can you hear that well?
Yeah.
Okay. Encuentro que en las nubes, en el aire, rumores trae. El viento sopla hacia el norte. Las nubes pintan lonas de amor. A veces el pajarito logra de cantar la canción. El pajarito encerra en el cajón. pero encuentra la paz en el silencio del mar, cuando las olas bailan. Ahí viene Yemaya a cantar. Yeah, yeah. Yemaya, mamá, yeah, 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 yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Pero encuentra la paz en el silencio del mar, cuando las olas bailan. Ay, viene Yemaya a cantar. Yeah, yeah. Yemaya, mamá, yeah, 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 yeah, yeah. Yeah. Ve mamá, mi Yemaya, como agua mi flor es única. Amiga, hermana, tú vienes de lo tuyo, el plan se manifiesta con el influyo. Yeah. Y como fluido, mi flow es único, de venganza no trae nada, pero ansiedad en el alma, camine con amor, la razón viene del corazón, alza las manos y venga. Ponte en el zone, sobre el malecón. Yemaya, mamá, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yemaya, mamá, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yemaya, mamá, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, Yemaya, mamá, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Oh my God, all the snaps, girl. All the snaps.
I love
Oh,
that.
God,
Honey, I
girl.
know nothing what you were saying, but I love this song.
Ahava every time. This is the last time to a lost train. Like, what were you saying again? That's right. That's right. Yeah.
I don't know what you said, but I love
But
it.
it's so good though. You ain't gotta know. You know it sounds good.
Mira, I-Shea, you doing your thing, mommy. Está
I'll tell
bien.
you. I'll
Está
tell
muy
you.
bien.
So
That-
I'll tell you a little bit about that song.
Yes, please.
So Yemaya in the Yoruba tradition is the mother of all life, the goddess of the sea. She's the mother.
Yeah.
And I really resonate with water. And yeah, salt water and fresh water. This one was more to the mama, to Yemaya, to the mother of the sea. Now, 5 years ago, it's my, oh wait, where's the camera? Fifth year anniversary of my marriage to myself. And I married myself to the water in Miami at the beach.
That's
right. I only had like 2 witnesses there. I was my own priestess. And when I dove in that water as part of my libation, after the whole ceremony, it was time for me to go in that water. The fish jumped. It was like, and it's on video. One of my friends, he was like, "Wow, see, you can't make this ish up, man." And then my other friend's like, "What do you mean? This is our lives." Like she knew,
daily basis.
That's Sophia. She's like, "What do you mean it's our lives?" And the fish flying it was like as soon as I hit my tail, they just did that. And it for me, if watching the video after, I did not know, but they were like, the fish were flying, and I'm like, that's a true sign that I was on the right path and I was doing it right.
Yes, I love that.
I-Shea, oh.
So I-Shea, we have some pro tips for you.
Yeah, we have some.
Yes, I need it. Please.
Some of these things I think we've actually spoken about before.
Yeah.
But first and foremost, continue doing what you're doing, because you're great at it, and we need what you're doing.
Yeah.
So the first thing is to continue working with me.
Of course.
And why is that? Because I love you.
I love you too, and you're amazing.
Oh, likewise. So that just is really, making sure that you have your social media platforms and your website and your somewhere where people can actually go to find how amazing you are in one location.
Yeah.
And we talked about building that, what you're doing, and offering it and solidifying it so that people who are listening today can actually just go somewhere and find out where they can get some classes from you.
Yeah.
Because you are an educator, you are a teacher, and you've been doing these things for so many years. This is not just off the cuff. So having one-on-one sessions and having group sessions where people can learn the practice of the pan drum, and you have another drum that you play. I can't remember what it's called. The square box that's on your picture.
Cajon.
The cajon. Man, oh man. To listen to this woman play the cajon. I don't know if you got it, but maybe if we have time, just bang on that thing for a second. But offering private classes, one-on-one and group classes would be great. I don't know if you want to talk about that too.
Well, even with the private classes, like the healing sessions that you have, you know how like I think of like it's kind of different, but like when you go to like a yoga studio and they have all these different types of yoga teachings and stuff like that. That's how I think of you. You have all these different types of things that you can be offering, and if you had a schedule of people just come, because I would come. I would be like, okay, I-Shea,
that's
Tuesday and Thursday.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm doing my Pilates workouts to the pan drum. And
yes, that's what you need. You need something like that.
Rent out a studio or find someone who's doing that, share a studio space.
And people would love that.
We're on the flight.
Yes. And I think you should you have all these things that you're doing, but I think you should create your own foundation. And have it be under I-Shea, and you can still do some of the stuff that you're doing, but let it be yours, and that you can do all these multiple things will just be part of this foundation that you created. And I think that would be a beautiful thing. You can even do some type of charity thing, for the foundation. We can raise money for it, but we can start an organization, get it funded, and then you can help your community as well from your foundation.
Yeah, by creating the shows like we used to do back in 2015. Yeah, we used to have amazing shows. We did comedy.
Packed the house.
Packed the house. They were always sold. It was always I shouldn't say sold out, but it was definitely close to capacity every time.
Yeah.
So continue that and put your name on it.
Yeah.
And we it's possible because you still have these contacts. Just start reaching out to people again. Very, very easy. People know who you are. They're always waiting for you to do amazing things. And record that EP, baby.
Yes.
Get that solo EP together and start fresh. That would be like a great foundation where you can start these next projects with, and work around that. Perhaps you can actually do a community song. You can even have your children involved, and maybe whomever that you decide to work with, be like, hey, we're going to work on a song together, and somehow tie that into your foundation and just all the good things.
With the workshop too. So the last thing was the workshop. The workshop can be part of the foundation too, but you do all these teaching, these classes and stuff like that. You can create your own unique workshop from I-Shea. It'll be it'll just be so beautiful. I can just see it right now.
Yep. Add some art in there. Because if you
add art with music.
All the way. If there was a thing where you were playing and singing and I was sitting down there sipping on some hot tea and perhaps a glass of Juan with some art patch, I'm painting. That's what I'm doing. I'm painting.
Yes, you can collaborate with somebody and do something like that, and create your own thing, call it something. That'd be awesome.
I've experienced that, and that's a beautiful thing. Having a live painter while you're performing is really awesome, but not in workshop, but like in performance venues. Oh man,
yes, I love that.
Yep,
all art.
Yep, and somebody dance into a girl.
You can even do it to spoken word, to poetry, the drumming, to all that, and still have somebody live painting. You can do a combination, get creative with it.
Yeah, I really love the idea of that yoga studio, I-Shea Music Yoga.
Well, y'all are like reading my mind and stuff. I don't know what's going on. Reading my mind.
Normal everyday activities.
What's going on here? What's going on? But my dream, inshallah, my dream is that
that's right.
I will have a wellness and spa.
Listen, that's not
that incorporates all these awesomeness, and it'll be like floors because of course I'm gonna have the incredible, most amazing musicians and healers and come through because
that'd be so awesome
to provide service. That I have this huge building, right, and it's like all these floors.
Doing all these things.
All these amazing artists, musicians, and healers coming through. And then, of course, the sauna and the steam room and the tubs and
all the things.
Full.
I'm going to be having a resort coming soon, and who knows if it's near Massachusetts or not, but we can definitely combine, my brain with your brain and do some really cool things.
Yep.
At the glamping resort. I'll share some of my ideas that I have, but I can already see it now. It'll be awesome.
That's right. You and me might have to hit the stage again, girl.
Yes.
We might need to have a round table of, we'll be the board.
Yeah.
The board, the leadership team, the board running things.
Yeah.
Putting the voice.
Right.
Yeah.
So we love to love you. I don't know if you what time is it? I don't know if we have time for another.
We are already over time.
We are over time. So I am so appreciative of your gifts and thank you for taking the time out for sharing.
Yeah.
Much gratitude. Continue doing what you're doing because you are definitely needed.
Yes, you are.
That heart of yours, girl. You make me want to tear up every time I hear you sing it. So I appreciate you so much. Maybe we can get you back on this show in another couple months. See where you're going. See about that foundation.
Oh, be like an EP is out and stuff.
Yeah. When that EP dropping. Come on and tap in. So we'll
Right?
talk to you soon. Stay in touch.
Okay.
Keep us
Yes, I
updated.
appreciate you so much. I can't wait to hear all the good things
That's
that
right.
you have coming and already manifested. It's going to be wonderful.
So shall it be?
So shall it be? I appreciate you both for holding this platform and bringing us on and really
Yeah.
supporting us as we're developing our own businesses and things and art. Appreciate
Yeah.
that. So important. So
Yeah. Gratitude.
you guys are
Much love,
great.
mi amor. We'll
All
talk
right.
soon.
We'll talk soon.
Bye.
Ciao.
All right. So, you guys, next week on our show, we are going to have Mel's Corner.
Mel's Corner.
We have no idea what we're going to talk about yet, but it's going to be something good. We do.
Yeah. We're talking about great things.
Great things. It's going to be awesome. Of course, Mel, he's just the brains of the brains of all of the
plethora of information.
Every week we find out something new about Mel. Last week we found out he is also a personal chef, you guys. We have to keep adding things to his resume because it's a never ending thing.
Never ending. And maybe we'll talk about that. I don't even know.
But tune in next week, 5:30, same time, Thursday. And we're going to get all up in your business, you guys.
All up in your business.
I do it for the most high. 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 All praises to the most high.